climb, and right back down the other side. How far will you go? With no guarantee, you know.
G'day guys, thanks for tuning in. As you can see from the intro, we're going to take you today to a speckled little creek system called Weeli Wolli Spring. It is about an hour and a half north from Newman, Western Australia, township of Newman. It's sort of beginner to intermediate forward driving. There's a couple of long crossings that are sort of a little bit deep for a standard ride height vehicle, but as you can see, we take in an MUX standard ride height. It's just got some aftermarket all-terrain tyres and a snorkel. It may or may not get a little bit of water in it, but you know what, that's forward driving. But yeah, these guys that have come up from Perth, part of my family, they're sort of just getting into the forward driving and camping and that, so we thought we'd take them out and make a little video along the way. So these guys are beginners and they smash it, so just shows anyone can get out there and have a crack.
Dad, what about the cyclone a while ago? It's probably going to be a bit too deep.
That cyclone, yeah, so we did have that. We did have a cyclone come through a couple of months ago, and you'll sort of see in that drone footage that I've just played a bit of green algae, and that's caused because the place floods out real bad. You can't access it, it's not accessible at all. And then the water sits in those low-lying places that don't actually normally have flow from the creek, from the spring, and builds up a little bit of algae. And during the video you'll see that. It's still crystal clear, just a little bit of algae on the sides, and eventually that dries out and then gets sort of blown away and it turns into this absolutely gorgeous little spring again. But
definitely worth a look or a camp, but
yeah, right.
It is really cool.
You can get some trailers through there, some light trailers. Keep an eye out for season 13 of All for Adventure. They may or may not come through this part and may or may come a little bit unstuck. You'll have to wait for it and find out. But anyway, let's get into it, eh?
Yeah.
Right, bud.
Open your eyes.
That looks deep.
There's no way.
So you would have seen the last crossing we just came through, and it's even deeper than the last time I was out here. We just had a cyclone a couple of months back, and no one's really been out here since, I don't think. And it's put a heap more water where water normally isn't, and a whole lot of this green algae stuff sort of come through in parts that are a little bit more stagnant. It's still flowing, but just a bit more, not as much current, so it's not really pushing the algae through. And normally this is beautiful and crystal clear. I mean, you can see it's crystal clear. And now it's got that algae on top. So anyway, I pushed a bit of a path through here, and I'm going to try and find another way across that deep crossing for the other car. I've just got a standard size D-Max, and it's just not going to cut the mustard getting across that deep section. So we'll give it a go.
You got something behind your eyes, the way you're talking, it's a cheap disguise. We were made to chase the light, but you got saved on a moonless night. Get free tonight, set it all on fire.
It's pretty good so far. Make sure you always walk your creeks, guys, especially if, I mean, I've been through this creek, geez, a couple of dozen times, you know, but every cyclone that comes through changes it, changes the direction it flows, deep spots. Might have a tree fall over and create a big hollow underneath it, so it gets real deep. So just making sure you always checking them, don't get complacent, that's how you ruin vehicles. So it's not too bad actually, knee deep, as deep as it gets so far. I can see my exit. Happy days.